Hello, yeah, this is Pastry Spider here. Now, I'm gonna start with talking about like the channel for a little bit. So let's get started with actually playing the video game, which is Pippin Please Adequate Attorney. I do have to edit the volume on this, but basically this is also a game I wanted to show my friends, especially one particular one. But I also would like to have other people see this from people that I know. Because this game is peak. And there's like barely anything about it online. There's like a Ninvi stream of this. I'll probably show Ninvi like YouTube profile up here or whatever. Watch his stuff. He's pretty cool. I feel like there's like a bit of a disservice done to this game in certain aspects and certain characters when you just watch that. Playing it by yourself is preferred. If you want to play this first before you watch me, you should do that. I kind of already know what happens. I'm not going to spoil anything as I play through it with y'all. And yeah. I'm just going to go through. This is going to be. I am not a voice actor, but I do enjoy reading. So you're going to have voices, and we're going to have fun, please. Yes. Yay. Okay. And I'm also going to turn everything down. That should be fine. If this ends up being like super loud, it's part of the experience. I also have a yellow bar on my screen, and I can't disable it because I refuse to go to Windows 11 because I am stubborn. Okay, but I have like an hour this session to be loud and do like video stuff because not I mean semi bad timing, but also just like I'm also working on other stuff as well. I'll probably have more time in like a couple of days because I kind of want to either make this like one video or like two. So yeah, we'll see. I might have cut down like a lot of this. We're gonna see. So yeah. Okay. Okay. No more stalling. I'm going to play the video game. Okay. Okay. I have my water. I have my brain. I have my focus. I'm here. Yeah. Okay. You're gonna have to forgive me if I absolutely butcher this. You'll see what I mean very soon. Everyone, with great elation, I welcome you to a seat at the table. We've indulged in pleasant amuse-bouches. Now it is time for la pièce resistance, the shining jewel of tonight's gathering, the main course. For Monsieur Venison, herb crusted and served on a bed of roasted German butterball potatoes. For Madame, the pâté, spread on lightly toasted baguette canapes with fresh dates and fine shaved Gruyere. And for Mademoiselle, the ragout, with savory tomatoes, humble carrots, and revitalizing lentils. I humbly wish all with all my heart to partake with the utmost delight as we celebrate this momentous feat of culinary transcendence. These personal, special dishes. Now, Miss Anise, dinner is served. Bon appetit. I probably mispronounced most of that. It's fine. Tuesday, March 3rd, 9:35 a.m. Muspedina Avenue, Pippin's office. I love him. Sorry. Okay. I have to warm up this. I gotta warm up this. I'm so jittery. Shoot, I'm a little late getting to the office. No matter, it's not like I have any pressing cases right now. That's the nature of being a small-time defense attorney, I guess. You have your busy months and your off months. Oh. Well, I'm not gonna complain about an easy morning. I'll enjoy the peace and quiet. Just relax and there you are, boss. Ah! Talking to yourself again? Miss Kim Choi, my assistant. She brings a youthful exuberance to the office, which I appreciate for the most part. Together, we are the entirety of the Pippin Police Law Office. Our small but mighty team takes on all sorts of defense cases. You startled me there, Miss Choi. I was waiting for you to get into the office. You're late. I've got some epic news for you. That's great to hear. I should talk to Miss Choi and see what news she has to give me. Oh god, my hand is like numb right now. Well, a little bit, not entirely, but like a little bit. This is just so exciting. I'm here right now. Okay. Now, I've already seen other things. I'm not going to examine everything. That's for you to play the game and do. I'm going to play this game my own way, in like a second playthrough type of way. Which is however I want. What do you think we should do next, Miss Choi? Didn't you hear me the first time? I have news for you. It's tasty news. Tasty? Yeah, good, tasty, yummy news. I'm not sure if I've ever heard news described like that. What's your exciting news, Miss Choi? I got us a new case. You did? I mean, that's great. How proactive of you. It's gonna be our highest profile case yet. This is our big break. You've heard of Miriam Moira, right? I can't say I have. What? They're local legends. The restaurant they're hold on. The restaurant review podcast is huge. Huh? Podcast? They've branched out into TikTok as well. Huh? TikTok? Pip, surely you know what TikTok is. Anyway, just this morning, Mary posted a video asking for someone to defend her in court. I slid into her DMs and told her to read rapper. Yup, we'd rapper. What? Without my permission? Pip, please. This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. I'm only gonna let you back out of it. Alright then, did Miss, Mary. Yes, did Miss Mary give you more information about the case? Only that it's a murder trial. Murder? And the trial starts today at 10 a.m. Today? 10 a.m.? That's less than 30 minutes from now. We need to get to the courthouse post-haste. I'm ready to get a move on whenever you are, boss. Wait, is there actually a new thing? Oh, this is lit. I think this is slightly faded, right? Excuse me, but about this new case, Miss Choi, the client, Miss Mary, we didn't provide any other details? I figure we'll just ask her when we meet her before the trial. We won't have any time with her before the trial if we don't leave right now. Tuesday, March 3rd, 9:52 a.m. District Court Waiting Room. We booked it to the courthouse. Made it. Just under 10 minutes to spare. I don't think I've ever seen you scamper that fast, boss. I would be lying if I said it didn't take the wind out of me. Excuse me. You wouldn't happen to be the attorney, would you? Wow, fancy get-up. Yes, miss, that's me. Pippin, please, at your service. Thank goodness. I've been worried sick all morning about how I'm going to deal with all of this. But now I've got a lawyer to handle it for me. You're Mary Poi. I'm such a huge stan. Oh, wow, always nice to meet a fan of the show. Although, you've got me at a very unfortunate time. Miss Poi, is it true that you're about to go on trial for murder? Yes. But I didn't kill her. Kill who? My sister. My twin sister, Moira Poi. What? Your sister was murdered? As far as the police can tell from the parts that are left of her. Miss Poi, when was the last time you saw Miss Poi, Miss Moira? On the 1st in the afternoon. They found her dead that evening, and then I got arrested. I guess because I was the closest to her, they thought I did it. But I love my sister. Can't you see how grief-stricken I am? That's some pretty rizzed up morning drip for sure. Miss Choi, I have no idea what you just said, but it does not sound appropriate for the situation. Miss Mary, we don't have very much time until the trial starts. Is there anything else you can tell me about you and your sister that could help us with the case? Well, we live together and work together. Oh, is that so? What did you two do for a living? We were food critics. We've hosted the podcast Bon Appetit, where we discuss and review restaurants around Toronto. Right, Miss Choi mentioned that, although I'm still in the dark as to what a podcast is. Pip, you're so out of touch. Let me guess, you still get all of your news by watching the television? What? I usually get my news by reading the newspaper. The newspaper? You mean one of those things that spins around in old movies? Here, I have these promo flyers that I carry around for some reason. This is one of those things where it's like, if I was like even like right now a YouTube personality, like I would not just be carrying around like flyers of like my channel. I'm taking a water real quick. Like I love Mary. Mary, I feel like is super underrated. She's awesome. We're literally kind of twinning right now. We are the purple rabbits. Ow. Ugh. We literally are the purple rabbits. She is awesome. And I think people don't realize that. You will see. You will see. I promise you she's awesome. It kind of goes into the whole deal with the podcast. Ah, okay. I think I see now. And this is you and your sister, here? Yep, that's me on the right. Moira's on the left. BA flyer added to the court record. The big awesome flyer. Miss Mary, the easiest way we can prove that you're innocent is if you have an alibi. We can prove you were somewhere else at the time of the murder, and you couldn't have possibly committed the crime. What were you doing on the night of the 1st? Nothing. Nothing? I sadly, genuinely, do not have any alibi that night, Mr. Pippin. But you have to believe me. I did not kill Moira. Hey, boss, they're starting the trial. We have to be in there. Ew. Miss Mary, I'm going to be positively frank with you. I'm going to this trial spur of the moment, without much preparation and even less information. But I will do my absolute best to defend you in this trial, or my name isn't Pippin, please. Attaboy, Pip. Let's get in there. I'm just checking the time real quick. I wonder how this breaks my thing. If I save this. Oh, what does that show? Okay, that doesn't show anything. Okay, okay, we're back. Okay, I'm glad that this actually hasn't surprisingly taken that long. I'm probably only gonna get to the first day. Excuse me. Not even after like the yeah. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. I can't say too much. Tuesday, March 3rd, 10 a.m. District Court, courtroom number 3. It's so cute. I love everything here. This guy's ugly though. I actually don't like. Just walking into the courtroom. Hey, judge, you're looking kind of ugly and bald today. It's like, well, guilty. Well, defense attorney, right? Or defendant, gone. Out, out of my finger. Just boom, immediate explosion. She's gone. No. That's why I can't be allowed in like a courtroom. Anyway, oh God, I have to get like a voice for the judge now. Hold on. Court is now in session for the trial of Mirepoix. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. Oh, that's Sven Omelis. He's one of the top prosecutors in Toronto. Seeing him in court always gets me on edge. Ooh. If I knew he was on the case, I might have turned tail and ran in the opposite direction. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Forgive the outburst of my assistant, Your Honor. She's just a little excited. Miss Choi, what do you think you're doing shouting like that? Well, you weren't responding when the judge needed you to say the defense was ready. You're just staring off into space and your throat's bristling a little. Tiscad, is this the level of professionalism we can expect from such a tiny lawyer? Please don't, sir. You're so cute. I love him. He's so small, just an inch tall. Your Honor, the prosecution is making discriminatory remarks against my person. Order. Oh, what was the voice I gave you? I think it was this. Order. I will not have this court devolve into demands before the trial is even started. Mister, please. In order to prove your readiness for this trial. Oh God, the music scared me. I for some reason thought somebody was speaking into like my right ear, like whispering into it while I was doing that voice. Oh, that scared me so bad. Hold on. In order to prove your readiness for this trial, I'm going to ask a few questions about the details of this case. Why am I the one getting picked on? Just some simple questions, Pip. Surely you know how to answer these. If you're really stuck, check out the court record for information we gathered on this case. The court record is always available for your reference. I know that, Miss Choi. This isn't my first trial or anything. Now first, what is the name of the defendant in this case? That is Mirepoix. The defendant is Miss Mirepoix, Your Honor. That is correct. I truly worry if you know something as simple as this. Next question. This is a murder trial. Tell me, what's the victim's name? Mirepoix. The victim is Mirepoix. Glad you know some facts as basic as this. One last question. What was the cause of the victim's death? How about that? The cause of death was Kim Choi. I can never think straight when I'm around. I can never think straight. I can straight. Co-hosting with her twin sister, Toronto's #1 Bon Appetit straight crown attorney and alleged murderer. hmm. Uh, she was strangled? Why am I not even surprised that you don't even know this? Miss Joy, I don't know this. Did Miss Moore tell us the cause for Sister's death at all when we talked to her? I don't remember Mary mentioning it explicitly. She did say the parts that are left of her. Was Miss Moira dismembered? The pipsqueak got it in the end. Yes, tragic, but that is correct. Very well, Mr. Please. I am convinced that you reviewed the basics of the case. This voice will probably change a lot as I get acclimated to seeing the judge. Now that we got that over with, if Your Honor would permit me to present my opening statement, it's possible that Mr. Police may be enlightened to even more details of the case. And then maybe we can finally get this done and over with. I know this trial was scheduled on short notice, but due to the bussy schedules of our fine judicial courts, because everyone knows about my fat pussy, we don't have much time to stop and smell the flowers. That is going to take a lot of the wind out of me. I have so much water on standby for a reason. This case was put on trial hastily because they had a small schedule opening. Suzanne is going to try to get the judge to hand out the guilty verdict as quickly as possible. Oh, right click. Please proceed with your opening statement, Mr. Omelette. Kind of like omelet. Thank you, Your Honor. On March 1st, at 9 p.m., a member of the Toronto Police Force discovered some disembodied remains while on patrol. The following morning at 8 a.m., the police then received a call from one Miss Mary Poir. The accused reported that her sister, Moira Poir, did not return that night. The two incidents were linked, and upon questioning Miss Mary, was unable to corroborate her whereabouts on the first. She was subsequently arrested and charged with the murder of her sister. That all seems fairly cut and dry to me. I basically could be ready to issue my verdict now. But pardon me, Your Honor. Surely you wouldn't issue a verdict without giving the defense an opportunity to try the evidence. The prosecution must prepare witnesses to testify and stuff of that nature. Oh, yes, I suppose so. Yes, this is. Surely you don't think of me as incompetent enough to have no witnesses. Ready, Mr. Please. I'm ready to call my first one now, in fact. I call to the stand Detective Elvis Fetcher of the TPS. Elvis Fetcher. Oops, Elvis Fetcher. Let's see what the detective has to say. Honestly, it's already bleeding into my normal speech patterns. Water, I need water. Ugh. Please state your name and occupation for the people of the court. Oh, I'm so old. Oh, I'm so old. I'm so green. Detective Elvis Fetcher. I work for the TPS. And I have IBS. Bit of a gruff, no-nonsense fellow, eh?
Fetcher's been working with the force for way longer than most of us have even been around.
Wow, an old dog.
Yeah, he's pretty resistant to learning any new tricks.
And you were present for the time, for the... Oh, I feel the water. Oh, excuse me. In my throat. My dinner is coming out.
We don't need to know that.
My dinner. No. And you were present for the discovery of the crime scene. Yup. I was actually, I'm so old. I was actually so old. I was actually the one who found the body. Then I called up my team to handle it.
Oh. Well then, we are looking forward to your first-hand account. Please give the court your statement on the crime scene.
Yeah, oh, yes, sir. There's our chance to get more details about the crime, Pip. Make sure you're paying close attention to what the detective says during his testimony.
Yeah.
The scene of the crime. I discovered the remains left in an alleyway near Mardell Boulevard while on patrol. I have like knives sticking out of my stomach for some reason. It was around 9 p.m. I called up my team to secure the scene. What we found was sparse, an arm severed at the elbow, a piece of ear, another small, unidentifiable piece, and a knife. Oh, excuse me. The remains belonged to a rabbit with white spots.
Straight and to the point. Okay, now's my time to cross-examine the witness's testimony. I'll go through each statement one by one. If I think there's more I can get out of him, I can press the witness for further details.
Yes, okay. Let's go over the remains of an alleyway. I don't remember. Okay, part of me doing a second playthrough, I also have terrible memory. So it is very likely that I don't remember what to do, but I will do my best. Either way, I'll read all the dialogue I come across. Okay. Yeah.
That was all found at the scene?
And that was all that was found at the scene? Sorry.
Excuse me.
Yes, sir. The body parts are unavailable. Oh, I'm so old. The body parts are unavailable right now, but I do have these crime scene photos.
Unavailable? And wait, did he make me old? I don't want to be older than I actually am.
The photos will be enough.
I wish to submit these photos to the court as evidence.
The court accepts these photos into evidence.
Price the photo out of the court record.
Ew, I don't really want to see. You better check it out, Pip, and see if you can find clues.
I don't particularly want to look at it either.
Oh, let's look at his body parts. Yeah. I love myself with a dismembered hand.
So, detective, you can explain to us what we were seeing in these photos.
I don't remember.
how are you able to determine that the remains were from a rabbit?
Looked at him.
I see. So you're saying that the police didn't do any tests on remains to see if they couldn't find anything that way?
No, we did test. Or it would be more accurate to say forensics is currently running tests.
Currently running tests?
You mean to say there's some incomplete evidence to this case out there? Mr. Ominous, what is the meaning of this? Your Honor, if I may, as the court knows, this case was brought to the trial quite spur of the moment, due to a last-minute opening in the judge's schedules. If the prosecution passed up the opportunity to have this trial today, goodness knows how long we'd have to be waiting to get a court date. Oh, excuse me again, my dinner was so good. It would, of course, have been nice to have the results of forensics to add to the court record, but the prosecution is confident that the evidence we've collected outside of that is sufficient to convict.
Sven is pretty confident about the evidence he's got. Still, knowing him, underneath he's probably irritated. I'll get out that he wasn't able to get those forensic results in time.
Either way, I'm so old. I'm so old and wrinkly. Either way, I've been on the beat for a long time. I trust my eyes and my nose more than anything. What we found were rabbit parts. And with the report of Miss Moira missing, well, 2 and 2 add up.
Have I gotten everything I could get out of this cross-examination? I might want to review it all again.
Patrol around 9, patrol the Spartan arm with upper disappeared small. I'm gonna grab the white spots. I don't think I could. Oh, Piss Pip. Don't forget you can press the detective for more. Oh my god, I know. I didn't know this happened actually. Just look at him. He's clearly hiding something.
Right, thanks for the advice, Miss Choi. You're more here. Why did you happen to be around Martel at that time?
You deaf? I said I was on. Oh, I'm so old. I said I was on patrol.
Ah, yes, and your patrol route takes you past Martel Boulevard?
Well, to be honest, no. I'm so old and I had to take a detour to grab a coffee. Mardal has a cluster of really nice restaurants and cafes all around there. Oh my god, which voice did you have? Yes, that's famous. Yes, Maybe a lot of it will be me groaning trying to get the voice right. Yes, the famous Toronto Loop. With a long night of work ahead of me, I'm so old. I knew I was gonna need some strong coffee.
I see.
Anyway, I passed the alleyway, saw the remains. It reminded me that when I get too old, I'm going to die. Oh god.
How long did it take for your crew to arrive?
Somewhere about 5 to 10 minutes. Being as late as it was, there wasn't much traffic to contend with. Well, I've never seen it. Whoa, what was that? Well, I've never seen a cop take that quick to show before.
Miss Choi, either way, we really don't have the evidence to disprove that.
Once you secured this scene, detective, what did you find?
It's a grisly scene for sure. How did Miss Moira and Miss Marie get wrapped up in all of this?
Oh, just a press off.
Thank you for your testimony, detective. Just doing my job. In addition to the photos, the police wrote up a report of the discovery of the crime scene, yes? Yup, the write-up is right here. Basically covers what I just told you up here on the stand. Your Honor, if you please. The court accepts this police report into evidence as well. Crime scene report added to the court record. This is like shredding my voice. I have to get used to this. I think my body is more like popcorn reading, like having like other people take voices alongside me. Mainly, well, not really. I mainly get that from like like reading in school. I always enjoyed reading, but everybody just wrote in like the most monotone voice ever. I guess there's like an award for it, but like I made it entertaining and people laughed. Like I don't know, maybe I just want to make people happy. Anyway, whatever. Now that we have gotten all the details of the crime solidified, well, except for the forensic details. Oh, excuse me. Oh my god. Excuse me. My dinner. Oh, my dinner. We really just have talking about your dinner. What did you even make? I had a salad. What? Oh god. Oh, alright. The prosecution would like to call forth the next witness. The one person whose testimony, when placed next to the facts of the case, will surely prove Mary Poir's guilt. It is Miss Mary Poir herself. You mean we're going to have to cross-examine Mary? That's definitely what he said, or said. The defense thinks Miss Mary is going to prove her own guilt. I've got to be ready for anything here. Very well then, Mr. Romulus. The court summons Miss Mary Poir to the stand. Please state your name and occupation for the court. Mary Poir, co-host of the podcast Bon Appetit, your leading source for the news and gossip about the Toronto restaurant scene. Well, I guess I'm the only host now. Miss Poir, I love the talking animation on that one. I just realized that. Miss Poir, at 8 a.m. on March 2nd, you called the police to report that your sister was missing. Is that correct? Yes. When and where did you last see your sister? That previous afternoon in our apartment that we shared. She went out that evening. She didn't tell me where she was going. The police say that you haven't been very forthcoming about your whereabouts that night either. Can you please explain to the court what you were doing the evening of the murder? Mary didn't tell us much about the night of the murder either, but we didn't get too much time to talk. I'm curious about what she has to say. The goat testifies. Where Mary was. Alright. I was alone in my apartment in the evening. Spent some time editing podcast episodes. Around 7 p.m. I went out to go get dinner. Then I came home and did some more editing. Moira didn't return before I went to bed. I didn't think any of it until she wasn't back by morning. That's all. I didn't have a very eventful night.
Wow, she really gave us nothing to work with, huh, Pip?
It's terribly unfortunate for her sake and for mine. What was to do?
Gotta do what we always do, I guess, and look for contradictions. Something that Mary says contradicts the evidence we have, we can present it. And correcting any contradictions, well, hopefully this goes for the truth.
Miss Mary seems reticent to give any information, at least they're having an alibi. If we find any contradictions, it could lead to finding an alibi for her. Is the defense ready for the cross-examination? Miss Choi, I think I know what Miss Amaramlis is up to.
Huh? Yeah?
He wants us to cross-examine Miss Mary, because he thinks we'll uncover someone incriminating evidence against her.
What? Should I guess to do his dirty work? Better drum up some sort of alibi for Mary ASAP.
I agree, although I have a feeling things are going to get much worse before they get better.
That's me drinking water. I don't know, like how like I see like most Let's Players like not really drink water while they're playing. I had to drink so much water. Alone at my apartment. Around 7, I'm gonna go get dinner. That's a time frame. Did you have dinner with? Alright, well, yeah, my voice dropped several decibels. Did you have dinner with anyone?
What happened to your...
Did you have dinner with anyone? I'm just asking you a question. But your voice, this is just what I sound like. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on.
Did you have any dinner with anyone? No, I had dinner by myself. Oh, okay. Well, the restaurant staff saw you when you went to dine, correct? Actually, I ordered takeout. I didn't dine in. Okay, but certainly someone at the restaurant saw you when they handed you your order. Actually, when I picked up my food, there was no staff around. My order was on the takeout shelf, so I just grabbed it and left. Okay, well, certainly still have a receipt from the order. Actually, I'm pretty sure I threw away the receipt. Kindly give me a break here, Miss Mary. Mister, please. Surely harassing a witness is not a way to get information. Ignoring that she's the defendant. I will have to agree. Mister, please refrain from yelling at the witness like that. Apologies, Your Honor. There must be something she can tell us about that night. Right, stay focused. Miss Mary, can you at least give us the name of the restaurant that you got takeout from? I don't quite remember. You don't remember? It was somewhere along Mardell Boulevard, though. Along the places in the loop. A lot of questioning for very little of substance. Well, Mr. Please, do you want Miss Hua to add what she said to her witness? Yes, I do. Yes. Yes, Your Honor. Please have Miss Mary add an end to her statement. Very well. Mary Pois, or maybe Miss Pois, please amend your statement to contain this new information. If you insist. Around 7 p.m. I grabbed takeout on Mardell Boulevard. Supporting local business has nothing to do with my missing sister. On the contrary, though, according to the documents, there was 3 dismembered body parts and a small knife and an alleyway off of Mardell Boulevard around 9 p.m.
was when it was discovered, anyway. Hypothetically, say hypothetically, you were there at 7, and it happened at 7, and it was discovered at 9, after you were like, you know, did it. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Miss Mary, you know what I mean? What? You know what I mean? No. You know what I mean. You went and picked up takeout on Marble Boulevard the night of the murder, correct? Yes, that's what I said, didn't I? And you went out to the police. How much information did they give you about Moira's death? They told me they found her in pieces. I have to say, that made me so distracted I don't remember much else. No, I love this sprite. I love this sprite. I love Pippin so much. The crime scene report that Detective Fetcher presented earlier may be of interest to you then, Miss Mary. In it states that your sister's remains were also found near Marble Boulevard. Order. Mr. Please, is this line of questioning heading to where I think it's headed? I believe so, Your Honor, but give me a moment to take a drink of water. Ooh. Fine. Miss Mary Poirot was near the crime scene on the evening of the murder. Well now, this is quite the revelation. Pip! It's great that you found a breakthrough in Mary's testimony, but this is bad for us. We're trying to prove Mary's innocence here. I'm well aware of that fact, Miss Choi. Hiss, hiss, hiss. I commend you on your expert sleuthing, mister, please. I put right in the sentence, pause. Oh, I just can't think straight around him. And he doesn't even have any pause. Surely the defense will want further testimony from the defendant about our dealings on Marble Boulevard. Wait, that cut off at the auto skip. Yes, your hoe. Well, maybe that's not a good idea. What if we get more testimony from Miss Mary about something other than the night of the murder? In the morning after, maybe? When she went to the police? Good idea, Miss Choi. Mr. Please? You better not be stalling court proceeding with unnecessary testimony. Your Honor, this testimony about the morning after is vital to the case. At least I hope it is. Very well then, Mr. Please. Mary, could you tell us more in detail about what you did in the morning of the 2nd? Yes, I can do that. Mary looks a bit more relaxed now. Hopefully this time she'll give us testimony we can work with. The morning after. I tried calling Moira. She didn't answer my calls. Then I phoned the police and reported she was missing. They asked me to come down to the precinct later that afternoon. We had found some remains. They showed me pictures for me to verify the identity. Moira's paw was in the photo. I was so distraught. The police put their suspicion on me. I didn't kill her. I'm still not convinced that this isn't just an elaborate stalling technique the defense is trying to pull off. Well, it isn't. I'm ready to cross-examine the witness, Your Honor. Very well, Mr. Please, but I have to agree the prosecution has raised some valid points. What? It's apparent you're stalling with your questioning. I'm going to have to penalize you. Great, I'm going to have to be extra careful when pressing for details. You got this, Pip. Just take your time, give the evidence of the court record a good review and spot the contradictions. The truth is in the pudding. Don't you mean the proof is in the pudding? I think I know what I mean. Here we go. Onward towards the truth, with or without pudding. I would love some chocolate pudding right now, actually. Okay. Let's give us a little peek. And start. I don't think any of like the profiles are necessary. I just like drew this. There's a flyer. Okay. Okay. This is basically just stating this. That what we already know. And I also have a ring. Okay. Okay. I can't press any of them. I just have to go for the thing. I kind of already sifted through the evidence. So I can't press. I'm just gonna go through slowly. It's a pretty simple testimony, yet something is off. Remember to be careful about pressing the witness too much, Pip. Almost is ready to strike at anything he deems superfluous. Thanks for the reminder, Miss Choi. What do you think? Something not adding up about this testimony, right? I think so, but it's hard to put a pot bet on it. Gotta review what's in the court record and look to see if all the evidence lines up with what she's saying. There's sure to be something. And that's something. So let's look at those photos. So this is the photos that Detective Fetcher found and showed her subsequently. This one. Now, something that's notable in this one is that now if you so on her right is technically on our right is her left hand. For her point of view, that's her left hand. And it has the thumb on the left. And this kind you can kind of tell. Well, and the same with about Miri's on the right over here. There's this Moira. And we jump over here. The photo in question. It'll be this one, correct? Ah! Pip, what are you doing? Don't let that her. I was trying to make a point. And make it without shoving gory photos in the face of a sobbing drama queen. Fine. Okay, not that one. Oh, goodness. But this one. Miss Miri. You say with full confidence the remains in this photo belong to your sister, Moira. I probably won't go like that, like in depth for like next contradictions I find. I just want to do that because I really like this one. Yes, I did. I know my sister when I see her. At least, what's left of her. Miss Miri, I don't think you should be as confident as you are. Hmm? What do you mean by this, Mr. Please? Before the trial, Miss Miri, you gave me this flyer promoting your podcast, Bon Appetit. It features a picture of both you and Miss Moira together. That's right. Be sure to share it with your friends. Get to the point. What is so significant about this flyer? This flyer reveals a contradiction in Miss Maria's testimony. What? Are you sure about this, Mr. Please? Absolutely certain, Your Honor. Well then, can you show us what exactly the photo contradicts Miss Murray's testimony? The hand. Oh, the little hand. Coochie coochie coo. Okay. Wait, oh, it went away. Hold on. Oh. Here's the contradiction. The paw? On the flyer, both Miss Murray and Miss Moira's left paws are clearly visible. Yes, I can see. Now take another look at the crime scene photo. Not you, Mary, apparently. Just don't avert your gaze. Do you notice anything? I looked. Oops. Well, it's a left paw for starters. Ooh. Wait a minute. The paw in the crime scene photo has white fur. Exactly, Your Honor. Well, on the flyer, Miss Moira's left paw does not have white fur. Oh, what is the meaning of this, Mr. Please? Are you insinuating that dismembered body parts do not belong to the victim, Miss Moira Bois? I'm not just insinuating. I am asserting. Good job, Pip. You really cracked this case wide open. Well, hang on tight, Miss Troy. That we've yet. I thought the Vicar House proves the defendant's not guilty. Mr. Police, you certainly raised a lot of questions with this contradiction you brought forth. As the remains in the photo do not belong to Miss Moira Poix, who exactly do they belong to? Mary Poix. Your Honor, during Detective Fetcher's testimony, he said that you asserted dismembered body parts came from a rabbit with white spots. Well, the only other rabbit with white spots related to the case is Miss Mary Poix. Order! Order! The defense has turned to baseless conjecturing. You have any concrete proof that the remains in the crime scene photo are Mary's? Mr. Omelette, take another look at the podcast flyer. This again. In the picture, both of the Poix sisters display their left paws. Moira's left paw is not white, so it doesn't match with the paw found at the crime scene. However, Miss Murray's left paw is white. Order! Order, I say! Mr. Please, you still have some explaining to do here. If the remains of the crime scene actually belong to Mary, why is Mary in front of us at court right now? That's not Mary. It's simple, Your Honor. The Mary that we see before us is not actually Mary. You're just spouting ridiculous nonsense now, Mr. Please. Golly, I must have had nerve to get spinning like that. Don't you think it's rather convenient for Miss Mary to come to court in a morning outfit that obscures what her paws look like? Or should I say, Miss Moira? This whole time we've been trying Miss Mary for the murder of her twin sister, Miss Moira. When maybe it should have been the other way around. Order! Order! Mr. Please! Your absurd speculation is all well and good, but answer me this. What in the hell does Moira stand to gain by pretending to be her sister? Do you have any evidence to back this up? To explain her motives? Well, evidence, you see. Evidence. That is, everyone, shut up! Let's settle this once and for all. See? Would someone please care to tell me if her left paw is not white?
No, it is white. That's smeary. Order, order. Order, I say. This has gone to extremely unexpected places. Miss Chow was originally called in order to convict the murder of Moira Poir. It is here to not know if Miss Moira is the victim. It pains me to say it, but I do not believe this trial can continue without further investigation. I have to postpone it in order for the prosecution defense to collect further evidence. Your Honor! Reschedule with the... Anyways, rescheduling this trial could take months. I'll clear out my calendar for tomorrow. This is an unprecedented situation that needs to be resolved urgently.
Man, you could just do that? Nice going, Pip. Things really seemed dicey for a minute, eh? So now we have some time to do some sleuthing and be more prepared for tomorrow. Yep, I get to put in the real legwork now. It's a huge relief to have some more time to think this through. Not to mention gives Vendit some time to cool down. Another day is exactly what we need to puzzle things out. Starting with the biggest puzzle of them all. How can Mary Poir possibly be both the victim and the accused? And there's the would you like to save your game. I'll save and go full screen real quick. Alright. We are going to stop. Okay. Welcome back. As you can see, I'm back on the title screen. This is second session. I did the first one as a bit of a test, and I realized how to actually like change my mic around so that it's like not too quiet. So I'm here now. I'm probably going to be doing like the voices and stuff and trying to hopefully actually we can just try that right now. I might cut some of this. Like the Mr. Please. Okay, yeah, that's fine. It should be. We'll definitely see. We'll definitely see. But yeah. Basically, I'm gonna jump into this. I should have enough time this session to let's get on with the investigation, and I'll probably have that as its own thing, and then we'll get to the rest of the game in the next one, because it is like surprisingly long. But we'll see. Tuesday, March 3rd, 11:42 a.m. Musapadina Avenue, Pippin's office. Okay. Pip, wake up! Ah, Miss Choi! I wasn't sleeping, I was planning a long day ahead! Long day? Pip, it's already almost noon. Oh, then why did you wake me? Request guidance until now? You just got an email from Amalus. I did? What did it say? Nothing much, it's just some forms and a list of Miri's visiting hours. Oh, so nothing about me then? Wait, that's great! Is she available now? We should go see her! Yeah, obviously. That's why I woke you up. Great thinking, Miss Choi. Let's not waste any more time. There's work to be done. Some of us were already working. She's literally so cool. Miss Choi, I was wondering, how's work going? I mean, are you enjoying working here? It's been a few months now. I want to make sure you're settled in. That's what a good boss is supposed to do, right? I know it's a small practice and the cases can be stressful and the pay isn't... Well, let's not talk about the pay. Did you want my opinion or did you just want to tell me yours? Oh, my apologies for rambling, Miss Choi. Please, go on. Well, it's not exactly the job I thought it'd be. Oh? How so, Miss Choi? I figured there'd be a lot of busy work. Scheduling, digitizing notes, that kind of thing. Figured lawyers took notes instead of constantly asking to look through your phone in the middle of testimonies. But it's cool. The actual job is a lot less monotonous than I thought it'd be. And I like proving people wrong, especially when they're crappy cops. I forgot. I probably should have, like, gotten, like, a censoring thing or something, but just for the record, I don't like swearing. I do very light PG-13 swears. Not like my stuff is meant for kids or anything, it's just how I am. I just feel uncomfortable swearing. But I will go for like the less strong version of it. They also just sound bad, at least to me. They always stick out in conversations and are always super thick and like I don't know. Is this weird? I don't know if this is weird or not, because I think most people swear, especially as like a way to, I guess in a way, like get back at their parents, or as a form of rebellion, form of free speech in a sense. But like, I don't know. I guess with using my free speech, I want to not swear. I kind of had those like things like the teachers say where they're like, "Oh, you don't have to swear. You can always use a better word in place of a swear." And I like also like write like a character swearing, yeah, but like that's because they would say that, not me. You know what I mean? Like I channel that other person. You know what I mean? And of course, I do actually like try to get around writing it directly. That's just me, though. That's just me. I might try to get like a soundboard thing. I was actually thinking of doing that, but I forgot. And like I said already, it's not like this is going to be like a child-friendly thing, fair, obviously. Like, I am an adult, obviously, and I am going to make adult humor and jokes. In fact, this session will probably have some. You'll understand later, probably. Neither I'm gonna play kitty games, I guess. Well, actually, I might. I don't know. I am a bit of a childish person, but whatever. I'm rambling too much. Anyways, though I still can't believe I moved to Toronto for this. You didn't live here before? Of course not. I lived in Mississauga. Huh? You lived in Mississauga's what? Plus, I don't know how you'd manage without me, Pip. I'm not sure how I would either. I was wondering, Miss Choi. Yeah, Pip? You hardly ever make calls, so what is it you're always doing on that mobile device of yours? It depends. I multitask a lot. Oh, what sort of task? You mean aside from keeping track of yours? Yes, aside from that. Well, I've got my podcast, or music if I can't pay attention. Email, group chat, a few socials I'm trying to quit, a couple stupid games. Golly, how can something so small do so many things? Boss, I'm not gonna take the bite on size joke. Whoa. Boss, I'm not gonna take the bait on size jokes when you make them that easy. It's just surprising that you have even computerized games on there. I thought they required their own dedicated devices. Seriously, Pip? Surely even you've played a mobile game. I tend to stick to games of the playing card variety, Miss Choi. What, like solitaire? I've got one like that on here somewhere, I think. Want to give it a try? Here you go, boss. Okay. Tea-tie-taw. Every triplet of teeth, tail, and talons with equal value. Dig cards from the burrow one at a time. Once one is raised, it may never return. Match triplets and scrapes to clear them. Cash cards and nest to give yourself space. Okay. With equal value. So every triplet of teeth, tail, and talons. Hold on, I don't understand anything. What's going on here? Beautiful. Match triplets and scrapes to clear them. This is a scrape, so hold on. Oh, in those, okay. I really don't have. Oh, I don't have any more. Two, four. Oh, wait. There you go. Oh, wait. Well. Oh, there. Okay, and that clears that. Okay, okay. Okay, I think I got it now. Seven, eight, oh. Five. Oh, there's a fire down here. I didn't see that at all. Hold on. Oh, I can see it. I wish I could just go down to this one here. I guess that's part of it. Oh, I need to clean. There we go. It clears that. Shit. Oh. Six. Oh, six. No, I don't have any space. I wish I could think things back there. King. Oh, I have two kings. I can't really do anything. Kind of already messed up a bit, haven't I? Alright, it's not in a burrow. I need ones in a burrow. Oh god. A J. Oh. Oh, goodness, sorry. Oh, 4 remaining, so I should be able to get to the 6s here. Oh wait, no, the 8s and the 5s. 3...
Let's here. There we go. A 9. Okay. I can get that there. And I can get that not there. I can't really combine these yet. I really can't just grab one from here. I don't even know how I misremembered that. Oh. I don't even know. I could grab the ones in here. I'm good.
I think that's enough of that, Miss Troy.
Oh, okay. So how'd you... Oh. Not even one win, huh, boss?
I'm not familiar with this particular variety of solitaire.
Yeah, that's fair. Can't say I played enough to beat it either.
I was wondering why the score was 0 before I even began.
Damn. Yeah. Oh no, actually. Alas.
So, these twins. Miriam WAHOUIAHOUIAH.
Quite a... Boss. Didn't want to say anything in court, but that's not how you say it.
Huh?
It's pois, not pois.
But the judge said...
The judge probably took a single French class in the 80s and called himself fluent. Weren't you listening when Miri said it herself?
I guess I was a little distracted.
Figures. Aren't you a big city lord supposed to be bilingual anyway?
Technically, it's not required, no. Besides, I know the basics.
Do you?
Hui! Bonjour, je m'appelle Pippin.
What is that accent?
Oh,
hold your horses. I had this pulled up before, but there was no actual French, so now I have it pulled up. No, hold on. Hold your horses. Hold your horses. Okay. Who...
Où est le toilette?
It's like gonna pick up on the desktop audio. It's fine. It's really fine. It's really fine. Oh my god. Okay. 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 Oh no, no, I got this. 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 Durantis, Durantis. Lurantis, Lurantis. Yeah, perfect, perfect, perfect. This is how you're supposed to use your windows, everybody. Is to have it right by the thing that you are trying to copy. Oh, of course you can. Okay, how to pronounce this though?
Est-ce que je peux manger du fromage?
What?
Est-ce que je peux manger du fromage?
Est-ce que tu... What was the first word?
Est-ce que je peux manger du fromage?
Est-ce que je peux... I'm gonna cry.
Est-ce que je peux manger du fromage? Yay!
I'd say to stop before you embarrass yourself, but...
I said I just knew the basics.
Right, but if we get a francophone client, just let me do the talking.
You speak French? Fluently, that is?
Of course I do.
Wow, that must be really useful.
No, it's annoying.
Well, I guess it's never gotten me any cheese either.
Okay, I am going to be back real quick. Oh, excuse me. Okay, I am back. It is now thawing. Okay, then let's get a move on.
Are we in the right place? So easy to get lost down here. According to the directions we got, Miri should be in this cell block. but all I can see is a weird black lump of cloth on the floor. Miss Mary, there you are. She's looking even more miserable than this morning.
Poor Mary. I'm conscious about to keep her in a dirty old cage like this.
She's not looking chuffed, but I hope she at least managed to get some sleep. So, about the trial this morning. I'm still not quite sure what to make of it. But luckily, we've been given more time to prepare, so I was hoping you could answer some questions. Sorry, did someone say something? All I hear is some useless, squeaking traitor of a lawyer. Traitor? Miss Mary, whatever do you mean? Miss Mary, on the night of the murder, you said you went to Mardell Boulevard. Could you tell us more about that night? I see no reason to. But you heard me. Miss Mary, I really must implore you to answer some questions about the identity of the severed paw. Please, you must know more about this mystery that we revealed in court. Mr. Pippin, of all people, the audacity! Huh? Was it something I said? Frankly, Mr. Pippin, I don't see why I should tell you anything. It would be much easier. It would be much easier to prove your innocence if you told us everything you knew. Miss Mary, all I'm asking is, just hours ago, you said I was Moira. Who in the right mind could make a mistake like that? You are twins, and then you said I should be on trial for murdering myself. Well, I suppose I may have suggested that at one point. But I promise you it was all in service of getting to the truth of the matter. The truth. I don't want the truth. I want my sister. Miss Mary. My whole life, it's been me and Moira against the world. We spent all our time together. We talk all day and night. Even when we argued, it never lasts. We were best friends. She always had my back, and now that she's gone, now that she... It's no fair. I'm all alone. Hey, that's not true, Mary. We've got your back now. We want to help, really. Come on, tell her, Pip. Right. You're my client, Miss Mary. I'm doing everything in my power to help you. If you'd only tell us more about the night of the murder, I'm sure we could get you out of this awful mess. I guess I could answer some questions. This is why I think she's so cool. She is such a good character. She's such a good character. I'm not gonna say much. She's such a good character. I'm gonna drink some Pepsi real quick. Actually, I'll say a little bit. But like, I don't know. Watching other people play this game and get to the specific part where like, because obviously Miri is like super dramatic. Like it's super obvious just from like seeing how she is. Ooh, goodness. I feel like a lump in my throat drop after drinking that. But, like... She is really dramatic, right? But she is very genuine. Like, yeah, she lies. She, like, lies, like, all the time. But, like... like, very evidently, she has lied multiple times. But, like... She's very... such a strong... like connection, like she's very humanly written. I don't know, she's just so cool. She's so me IRL. So about the trial this morning, Mr. Pippin, I appreciate that you're trying to help, but I'm sure you understand that was quite a traumatic event. Let's just forget about it. Alright, let's talk about something else. Thank you. Miss Mary, on the night of the murder, you said you went to Mardell Boulevard. Yes, for dinner. What else happened that night? Please, start from the beginning. Well, like I said in the this morning, Moira had already got out sometime that afternoon. I don't know where. I was up late editing the recording from the day before. Oh, excuse me, oh my god. Oh god, goodness. Why, did you also have a salad earlier? No, I haven't. I don't really eat salads for lunch. I usually have like a sandwich. Oh. Then was that a sandwich? Yeah. I guess. You guess? It was the best I could make out of the prison food that they got me. Oh. I see. I was late. Oh my god. It's fine. I was up late editing the recording from the day before, and I. Wait. This morning, the day before, but that means. Miss Mary, you were saying? Mr. Pippin, what's today's date? Today? Why, it's the 3rd of March, I believe. Is that correct, Miss Choi? Yeah. Tuesday, March 3rd. Oh! Miss Choi? Did I miss something? This is it. My life is over. What? God, Miss Mary, things may look grim right now, but we can work through this. If you just continue, you failed to grasp the gravity of the situation, Mr. Pippin. I assure you I'm taking this very seriously. You're on trial for murder. That's about as serious as it gets. No, there's no time. It's March 3rd and I'm stuck in this stupid holding cell. She's right. Miss Choi, don't you give up too. I know your retrial is scheduled for tomorrow morning, Miss Mary, but it's not over yet. We still have, who cares about the trial? Bon Appetit releases every Tuesday afternoon at 3 p.m. sharp. And the latest episode I edited is sitting unpublished on my laptop. Your podcast? Just think, if we miss an episode, we might... No, I can't say it. It's too horrible. I'm going to regret asking this. If you missed an episode, you might... What? We might get a 1-star review. No! They might as well kill me now. My career is over. Our legacy ruined. Moira would never forgive me. I'm sure she never. Psst, Pip. What is it, Miss Choi? I have an idea. Just follow my lead. Mary. I can hear the spirits of 4-star averages calling me now. Calm down, Mary. Look, what if we went and published the episode for you? What? Miss Choi, that's a great idea! Surely you would do that for little old Mary. I don't know about... Oh, you don't know where I live, naturally. Just head down Mardell past statue and take the first left on... And then go left on the stairs, the right floor, the right... Key should be under the right, the laptop should be on the table, and the MP3 should be on the desktop. Wait, Miss Mary... I got it. Are you really doing this instead of investigating the murder? Of course we'll do it. Pep, come on, this is our chance to get on our good side. Just think of it as a necessary part of the murder investigation. For her sake, I sure hope it is. Yeah, let's go get that MP3. Alright, what was it Miss Mary said to find her apartment complex? First a left on Mardell and... Or wait, was it a right? Left, then right, then... Oh, I'm all mixed up. Never mind, Pip, it's right over here. Oh, but her directions? I just looked it up on Google Maps. Oh, okay. Awesome, we're gonna go here first. Who cares about the crime scene? We're going to an apartment. It's handy Miss Mira keeps a spare key hidden outside, or we'd look quite suspicious right now. Ordinarily, I'd be disappointed in such lackluster personal security, but if it works in our favor... Wow, this is a podcaster's apartment. Are you really here, Pip? Is this actually happening, or am I dreaming? You're as awake and alert as ever, Miss Choi. Though I don't see what's so special about a podcaster's apartment. This looks like a perfectly normal apartment to me. Yeah. Do. What should I look at for by the computer? Looks like it's password protected. Figures. That's fine, we can just oops. Oops, Miss Choi? I thought I could hack it, but I got locked out after 3 tries. I was looking for some sort of security question instead. What's the question? See for yourself. In what city did you meet your spouse? Oh, is Miss Mary married? I sure hope not. Sorry. My personal feelings are bleeding into this reading. Never mind. Ignore it. Ignore it. It's fine. They should kiss though. Anyway. I don't think so. Maybe it's some sort of code? In what city did you meet your spouse? Toronto! Worth a shot. Nope. Guess again. What city? Worth a shot. Nope. Guess again. What spouse? I don't think random guesses are gonna get us anywhere, but I'll give it a shot. Nope. Guess again. Well, then let's make that not random. Back to the loop once more. I mean, quite the familiar sight. Miss Choi, do you— Ow! Hey! Watch where you're going, Pipsqueak. I almost stubbed a talon. Excuse me, ma'am, I didn't mean to— Oh, she's already stormed off. Rude, she didn't even pause after practically stepping on you. Pip, you're bleeding! I'm fine, Miss Choi, it's just a scratch. Luckily, it was only a little bump. Those talons were as sharp as knives. I suppose she was in a hurry. Hurry shmurry, that chick better watch her back. There's no need for threats, Miss Choi. Let's just get on with our own business. I doubt we'll ever even see her again. Yep. Get to the core. Alright. Whoa, my brain farted. Oh, please, my podcast. We're working on it, Miss Mary, but we need your help now. Oh my god. But we need your help. Step into a world. I'll probably put up the clip. No more of your questions, Mr. Pippin. Not until I know my podcast is published. But it's not my question, Miss Mary. It's yours. What? No more of your wordplay either. Mary, we're trying to get into your laptop, but the password, we didn't have it. Oh, is that all? I can give you my password. Unfortunately, the password itself is of no use now. What we need to know is, in what city did you meet your spouse? It's a spouse? It's your security question for when someone, for when you can't use your password. Oh, I never remember those. I just pick something random every time. What? The whole point is to pick something only you would know. Yeah, but you can't expect me to remember while I'm locked up. What does being locked up have to do with your memory, Miss Mary? I always pick the first name I see when I look around the room. That way I don't have to worry about forgetting it. So I'm afraid I won't be any help after all, Mr. Pippin. On the contrary, I believe that may have been exactly the help we needed. It was? My instincts are right, at least.
Okay, my brain keeps farting after I do something. There is something like I play on the later Ace Attorney game where like you just have everything available to you, but I like having it branched out and you can just kind of scroll through the ones that are in the immediate vicinity. I know it's like kind of an accessibility thing, I guess, but it lets things like happen as you go between places, like characters showing up like the bird lady. I quite like it. Oh, I went to the wrong place. It's fine.
This must be the alley where the remains were found.
Oh, how do you figure?
Look right there, Miss Choi.
Huh. Well, if you see anything, I'm sure we could... Hey! Oh, I'm so old! Oh, police business! Back off!
But haven't the police already swept the area? Surely we could just take a quick peek.
No, sir. I'm on strict orders to double check everything about this case.
It seems like you're just napping though.
Oh, excuse me. Oh, goodness. This area is off limits to the public, so move along now before I charge you with loitering. Oh, come on, if you're that worried, you can keep an eye on us the whole time. That's the whole point of having a guard dog on duty. Well, guess a quick look won't hurt. Yep, and that's all I'm doing is a quick look, because I need to go to the place I need to be at. Now let's take a look-see around.
A number of posters line the wall. I assume they're professing a love of certain musical outfits or films, but I can't say that I recognize any by name. Oh! Miss Choi, would you say one name is showing up disproportionately often among these band posters?
Huh, I think you're right, Pip.
Echo and the Bunnymen.
If they look closer to Bunny Boyhood to me. Boss, you're not the one to talk about being older than you look.
Looks like the Poi twins have a decent view of the city from here. And yet it's another pleasant March morning. We've been lucky to have such nice weather lately. There's only a thin layer of frost on the windows.
I wish I could have frost on the windows. I live in hell.
Yes, you have to take a moment to stop and enjoy the small pleasures now and then, even when things are looking grim.
Oh, that another with the poster thing again? Oh. Hold on, she said another thing. Hold on. La 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 la. Yeah, because the new stuff starts right here.
Miss Choi, do you happen to know any filmed reference on these posters?
No clue, Pip. I'm a podcast girly through and through. There's no time for movies when you got an 80-hour rerun of Onions and Dragons to actual play to catch up on.
80 hours?
Well, 80 for the main feed. I already listened to the bonus stuff twice.
Miss Choi, are you ever not listening to one of these potted casts?
Goodness gravy. I honestly could never get into podcasts though. I much prefer to have visual information on my screen. Like even if they're just talking, I want to see the people's faces when they're talking. It helps with like listening for me. I need to like see their face. Either that or like the words of that they're saying. I don't know. Maybe I'm weird. Again, I don't know.
There's quite an assortment of plush animals on top of this shelf. I wish I could clearly make that evident
by looking at it instead of it being a messy blob of distorted painterly effects.
It's common to click media personalities and historical figures that one particularly admires.
This one mirrors
Aced. Anyway. Miss Choi, look here!
What's this time, Pip?
The stuffed animal facsimile appears to be equipped with a prominent name tag. My Melody.
That's why she's so real.
Celebrities from the 70s had such bizarre names.
I actually like the implication, though, that, like, Sanrio characters are just, like, regular celebrities in this universe. Like, if they ever make more Pippin, please, Adequate Attorney, I want there to be a case that has a celebrity Other than like, okay, so because Mary is technically a celebrity, but like somebody on the level of like maybe not Sanrio because then that would be a media property and then they would get into trouble or whatever, but like their own thing, and then have like the murder be like encased in that group. I would love that. I want to new my melody. I would stand whoever's the victim, not the victim, whoever's the defendant so hard. It would be amazing. It would be juicy. Because then everybody like wants to back her, but like, ooh, what if she's like the outcast that nobody usually likes of the group? Or like, there's so much you could do with it. There's so much you can do with this concept. I would like love it. I would love it. Anyways. Chair. There's two similar chairs here facing a little table in the center. Miss Muriel said she was editing her podcast alone, but perhaps at other times the sister was... Oh my god, hold on. Water. Oh. Miss Mary said she was editing her podcast alone, but perhaps at other times the sisters work seated together in this room. Which would mean one of these seats may belong to a dead woman. Damn, you know these are dramatic. What's this over in the corner, Miss Choi? I'm not sure. Sounds like a basket with some junk in it. Oh, looks like it's got a bunch of clothes in it too. A few white shirts, a red dress, some pants, more of those gloves. Maybe it's their laundry? Should we move it out of the way? No, I don't think that's a good idea. The corner would look awfully empty without it. Are you sure? There could be something behind it worth checking out. Absolutely positive, Miss Choi. I'll not have a barren corner on my behalf. I'm pretty sure, like, I did not examine the office entirely, but I'm pretty sure, like, Pippin purely has that, like, potted plant in the corner purely to fill space in the corner. He's kind of real for that, though. All the corners of my room are either not barren or it's my closet, which I think that is a corner taking space upper. Or alternatively, the corner is like so small, it's like its own little space, like with like the space between the daybed here. Okay, what else am I looking for again? Weird, is this a bed or a couch? It's a daybed, Miss Choi. Daybed? A daybeds combine easy reclining with sturdy seating for a wide variety of comfortable, casual use. Like the chimeras of myth, but for furniture. So, do they sleep here, or... Well, I wouldn't dare speculate on how the Poa twins make use of their multifunctional support. The possibilities are endless with a daybed. Let's go through here. And once they Echo and the Bunnymen. By the way, this game made me actually look them up. They are an actual band, and they have pretty okay, decent music. Worth a shot. Nope, guess again. It's gotta be my melody. Worth a shot. Nope, guess again. Oh, darn it. Gosh diddly darn it. Oh. All sorts of things line the shelves. Books, board games, photo albums, boxes of loose files, and other documents. Oh! I could be mistaken, but one in particular seems particularly well read. Oh, excuse me. I guess that bed spine is pretty eye-catching. Let's see here. Oops, looks like something else fell out. Is that a letter? It seems so, but the Plot sisters could do with some tidying up of their bookshelf. Thank you. Did you just steal their mail? It's not a felony. I didn't read it, Miss Choi. Maybe relevant to the case, so we may as well deliver it to Miss Miri. After all, we're already running errands for her. Okay, well, when you're done playing Pastry, what is the title of that book? Ah, right. Watership Down. I suppose it's a story of maritime warfare? What's interesting? Two things. One, I still have to read Watership Down. I've only seen the movie. And two, well, I wonder if, like, most feral animal stories, like, contained in this world, like make them anthropomorphized in any sort of way. You know what I mean? Like, is it like a walking rabbit version of Watership Down? Very curious. Worth a shot. Hey, how was it? Wonderful! Finally, we can satisfy Miss Mary's request and get back to business. Checking and dropping the file as we speak, boss. Luckily, she's still logged in our log. So luckily, she's so la. Luckily, she's still logged in on their backend. Gotta upload to their feed, and we'll be good to go. You want to do the honors? I think the honor is all yours. I wouldn't want to press the wrong button or something. What? But it says upload like right on it. my hand might slip. I think it's best for everyone if you handle this one yourself, Miss Choi. Okay. Just thought you want to feel involved. Done. Done already? That was it? Well, yeah, just an audio file, Pip. Not that hard to copy and paste. Look, it even had already auto-download from my subscription, see? Latest big awesome episode. Wait, it's the Bon Appetit! I actually never knew what that acronym stood for. Latest Big Apple episode. Latest Watership Owl episode. Latest Big Avatar The Last Airbender episode. Oh, whatever. Oh, job well done then. Miss Choi? Huh? You seem a little distracted. Remember, this was simply step 1. We gotta get back to Miss Mary's case. Yeah, I know. It's just what Moira would probably be doing today, isn't it? Helping Mary like this? It very well might be, yes. Come on, let's go tell her the good news. Like, she cares so much. She cares so much. That's like the one thing where I'm like, Like Pippin's like kind of just doing his job, right? Like he's just doing his job. Like he's just doing it. He cares. Yeah, he wants to like give justice or whatever, and like find. But he's primarily concerned with finding the truth, not really necessarily the concerns and desires of like their defendant. But Kim cares. Kim is like emotionally invested, and like is in tune with the defendant. And also, they love each other. Anyway. Yes, let's! I'm just being real. I'm just being for real. Oh, please, my podcast. I don't think it's gonna be much help to assuage your professional fears. Oh yeah, I have to present it. Good news, Miss Mary. You can be a bee. I can what? You can be a bee, and this is good news. But this is ludicrous. Miss Choi and I have cast your pod away as requested. What? Yeah, wait, I really actually said that. He means the publisher podcast. Oh, bon appetit! That's great! Thank you so much, Mr. Pippin. I help too. See, I'm so relieved I could cry. I'm not sure that would be much of a change. Although I'm glad this has raised your spirits. Is there any chance we could discuss more important matters now, Miss Mary? Like the murder trial? I guess so. And all I can to preserve Moira's memory. Miss Mary, I happen to notice this letter in your apartment. It appears to have been recently opened. Is there any chance it's related to Miss Moore's disappearance? That letter? If it wasn't for that letter, maybe none of this would have happened. Mr. Pippin, the police really think I killed her, don't they? For the time being, yes. But if there's something in this letter that may help prove otherwise, I must request your permission to read it. Alright. Yeah. Just promise you won't turn your back on me. I can explain everything. I just... Wait! He interrupts us now? No, wait! We're the doctor more. Oh god, oh god, it's fine. No, that's fine, it's fine. Now, something about his voice. I had a lot of fun with it last session, but it also, like, made my mouth really hurt the next day. So I'm gonna try to reel back the deepness aspect, because I was trying to make it deeper than my normal tone of voice, but because you can hear from the stop, it's like it's low. Maybe I'll try to just keep it a bit more within my range, so I'm not, like, killing my throat. Like at work, like the entire time I was at work yesterday, my like throat was like dying, like pleading for help. Let's try something. Try something like slightly different, but like mostly the same. Sorry to interrupt your visiting hours, Mr. Oh, that salad is still in my system. Please stop with your salad. Oh, but it's so good. Okay, Mr. Please, but your time is up. What? What? But we still have a couple hours left. That may be so, but the prosecution has additional questions that must be answered as well. I have a right to speak with my client, Mr. Omelis. You will have your sorrow-sidal client in due time. I promise this will not take long. Walk this way, Miss Poir. I'm counting on you, Mr. Pippin. Alrighty. Now let's check out that crime scene. Well, actually, we should look at the oh yeah, we also have this, even though like it makes sense. It's funny that we have this now, but she like is actively wearing some. I guess the implication she just has some more stuff in her dress or something, which is really funny to think about. Like you were planning on throwing this if that's the case. Yeah, personally just invitation for an event at a local restaurant. It smells faintly of thyme and estrogen. To the renowned gastronome Mary Poir, Chef Mackenzie Deroni invites you to partake in an unforgettable soiree at... Alright. I'm not going to butcher this. I'm pulling up the translation. Le petit déjeuner mort. That's an interesting translation. What is it?
Le petit déjeuner mort.
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 Le petit déjeuner mort. Okay, le petit déjeuner mort. 14 Mardell Boulevard, Toronto, Ontario? I think that's it, right? In Canada, Ontario? Or is it Ontario? Hold on. Canada, yeah, Ontario, it's Ontario. Okay. Beautiful. It's Ontario. Oh, it's Ontario. Did that flash people with like I don't think it did. It's fine. On Sunday, the 1st of March, at 7 o'clock in the evening, RSVP with enclosed envelope. Okay, okay. Let's get back to that crime scene. Take a look-see, take a look-see. The buildings have windows facing this alley, but they're all behind thick iron bars. Huh? Aren't these windows depressing? Huh? Are they? I understand why businesses want to deter common burglary, but it poisons the architectural atmosphere. All these bars make it feel less like a bustling city center and more like a detention center. I think it's fitting in a way. Cities are prisons, dirty alleys and barred windows are more honest than statues and storefronts. That's even more depressing, Miss Choi. A little. She's kind of real for that, though. Because a lot of times this kind of feels like you're, like, not really... Like, the city is just trying to mask the actual reality of it by having all the statues and... Not necessarily statues. I feel like statues can be important, like, ways of marking our history. And people lie on statues all the time, like, acting like these people, these figures are actually as esteemed as they are, deserve to be remembered in that way, you know what I mean? Delicious Pepsi. Not sponsored. I forgot I probably have to clarify that whenever I drink from my Pepsi bottle. I just like it. But yeah, like, to get back to being woke for a second. This why Kim is so cool as well. She's a real one. She's just the girl. She's the moment. Like, I don't know how else to put her. But yeah, like, stores and everything, I feel like it's much more honest of them just to be like a place with a name and a thing. Like, I am the market where you get your things from. Not like, oh, I'm the right way. I'm the place where everything costs $1 and it doesn't cost $1. Like, I am the place that is sparkling and beautiful. No, you get all of your stuff here, and we always are looking back at your back, even though, like, this is probably mandated by the government for us to do this. And if the government wasn't doing this, we would do it, you know what I mean? I don't know. Tangent over. Oh, there appears to be a sign on the wall here. What does it say? It's a little old and faded, but I think I can make it out. Keep clear? Not a very effective sign, then. What do you mean by that, Miss Choi? There's 3 bozos and a pile of trash crowding this tiny alley. Wouldn't call that clear. Fair enough. At least she included herself in the count of bozos. She's self-aware, Pippin. She's self-aware. Oh, excuse me. Oh my god. Oh, goodness. That's a lot of trash. Wouldn't you say so, Miss Choi? Uh-huh. Doesn't seem very sanitary to leave it out in the open like this. Even if it's only an alley, wouldn't you want to make at least some effort to keep it tidy? Yeah. Strange. Wonder why they didn't simply deposit the filled bags in the dumpster a few feet away. Yep. Are you just agreeing with whatever I say, Miss Choi? Mm-hmm. So, you wouldn't mind if I'm a bit late with payroll this month, would you? I am just kidding, of course. That's not funny, boss. Yeah, she's honestly right. I would be really annoyed if my boss did that to me. What is this big metal tube? It's something to stick up my anal cavity. Boss, I don't think that would fit up there. I can always experiment. I'm cutting that. I believe this is a device for the remote disposal of waste products, Miss Choi. Remote disposal? Oh, he meant garbage. Precisely! Pip, I really need to take pictures of trash. Just a picture of the chute is fine, Miss Choi. There's a large dumpster back here. Surprising placement if you ask me. Why is it surprising for a dumpster? An alley is like the main place for a dumpster to be, Pip. Yes, but dumpsters are usually positioned for easy access. There's no door in this alley. Well, it is on wheels. Maybe the cops moved it while investigating? Maybe they just rolled it around on garbage day when the city comes by. This alley does seem a bit small for a garbage truck. There are certainly a number of logical dumpster possibilities. Are we looking at trash anyway? I just thought there might be— Oh! What's this? You actually found something? Yes, there's this stuck on the edge here. It appears to be a list? Oh, so you found some garbage. Yes. Great. You're gonna keep it, you better hold on to that one yourself, okay? I don't want to get my hands dirty. I don't either, but I suppose it's too late for that now. The buildings have windows facing this alley, but they're all behind thick iron bars. Aren't these windows depressing? Are they? I understand a bit— Oh, I already read this one. I think, oh yeah, the back of the back alley. It's dead end, walled in on all sides with no exit onto another street. Not the sort of place I would want to be found if a murder was about. Glad the sun is still high in the sky, despite how dark this alleyway looks. And blue. This alley will be far less inviting in the dark of night. If you want to wonder how long the detective is going to be holding his post. Speaking of which, I should probably talk to you. Excuse me, detective? What is it? Would you happen to have a moment to spare for a chat? A chat with who? Oh, why, with me, of course. Oh, no. Ah, alright. What if the chat was with Miss Choi instead? No. Well, if it was worth a shot, I wouldn't be caught dead talking to a cop. Do you happen to know this lady? Detective, do you have any information that you can share about this person? Nope. Who's that? Who's that? Oh, I'm so old! I don't quite rightly know myself, detective. I was hoping you might enlighten me. Well, I'm so old! Oh, you hoped wrong. Detective, would you mind giving your thoughts on this photograph? I already did. In court this morning? I suppose you did do that, didn't you? Yup. But were you not wrong about who the remains belonged to? No, I wasn't. So you still believe these remains belong to Miss Moira? Nope. All I said they were the remains of a rabbit with white spots. Oh, I suppose that's exactly what you said, isn't it? Yup. Ain't ever named no rabbit above my pay grade. Keeps like switching into like a western like old type accent, which is, I guess, it's fine. It fits his dialogue sometimes. Now, something about my first playthrough of this game. It took me ages to realize that this is the same as the one on the personal invitation. And I was wandering around for like an hour. Okay, maybe 30-40 minutes, like lost on where to go because I didn't realize you could do this. This restaurant, the sign says Le Petit Déjeuner Mort. That was what they said, right? Wait, hold on. Where? Oh, I flashed again. That was what they said, right? What was they said?
Le petit déjeuner mort.
Le Petit Déjeuner Mort. The sign says Le Petit Déjeuner Mort. Okay, perfect. This is the restaurant Miss Moira received an invitation to attend the night of the murder. Come along, Miss Choi. I believe we've got a reservation to keep. Yeah, we're here. Agreed. Swanky. Yes, it certainly is an upper-class establishment. Podcasting may be a more lucrative career than I imagined. Blah, 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 blah. Oh, excuse me. Miri and Moira are foodies. Maybe they write off meals as a business expense? I think we could do the same. So, is someone gonna come see us, or... I don't see any employees. Perhaps it'd be best to find our own way for now. You're the boss. Okay, this is where I don't agree with Pippin. Booth seats at restaurants always make me uncomfortable. The lack of separate, distinct seating turns the ordinarily ordered dinner and makes me into a lawless free-for-all. Looking at these seats makes me somewhat anxious. I will like to say this is where I start to give my headcanon where Pippin may or may not be a little autistic, and I love that for him. I really like Pippin as a character. He's very shrimple, and maybe even the size of a shrimp, but that's perfectly fine. He is so wonderful. I really like seeing a representation of someone who is so, like, orderly obsessed. Maybe a sign of some OCD in a sense. Maybe not obsessive compulsive disorder, but the OCD-P, I believe it's called. Either that or autism, which I feel like are linked in a sense. Maybe it's wrong. Maybe I shouldn't say that. But you kind of get my point, right? But yeah, like, yeah, I think he's autistic, and that's just a headcanon and just an interpretation of the text, but I think it's really cool. I want more, like, protagonists with things, because I think it's cool and neat, and they can be, it shows that characters with these things can still be relatable to, like, the everyday whatever person, quote unquote everyday person. I think everybody's crazy, but, like, in a sense, not crazy, but like weird. Everybody's weird. They're just trying to hide it. You know what I mean? This example of that, where you can still kind of see where he's coming from and still like still connect with him, even if he may have like a condition that maybe is different from what you have. You know what I mean? That's what I meant. Alright. Ooh, check it out, Pip. They got booths. Should grab a booth seat. I don't think that's a good idea, Miss Joy. After all, we're here to investigate, not to sample their cuisine. Boo, fine. It looks like someone forgot a mobile device on this table. The staff must not have noticed. Let's take this opportunity to be a good Samaritan, and notify them, Miss Choi. Yo, whoa, check it out, Pip. They left their Instagram profile open. What is it? Just look at the photo, boss. Yeah! It's her! It's her! Am I able to kind of just... Is there... Oh yeah, this kind of hides it. Fantastic. Sunday fun day alert. Just a couple tasty pics from my latest adventure. Can't wait to ditch this dump for some real sun. I'm really curious who Julie Ann and Bayshore Chef is. Or are, sorry. Like clearly they're like her friends, but like, again, if they were to make more, I would love to see more of the characters that maybe could have been set up by this like tutorial type case, you know what I mean? Miss Choi, is this who I think it is? Yeah, it's that rude bird we bumped into earlier. As they did the night of the murder. It seems our chance encounter with the stranger may not have been the last. Ugh. There appears to be a group of diners at the other end of the restaurant. They may have something interesting to say. I'll just walk over and Pip, what are you doing? I was gonna ask those kind strangers about Miri's case. They're just some randos finishing their lunch. Oh, why would they have anything to do with what happened like 2 whole days ago? Randos? Look, I'll try to avoid causing a scene. I already feel a little out of place in here. I'm sure I have no idea why, but she seems quite insistent. Yeah, I think this is another one of those things where I'm like, I'm pretty sure Kim Choi is not only like, obviously like from her name, she seems like she would be out of place in Canada. Like she grew up in a different place, and she seems to have, and she has a name that is of like a different like ethnicity. On top of obviously being very queer coded with like her hair, she's clearly like from like a very like scene like emo kind of like aesthetic, you know. She for sure queer. She for sure likes to kiss women. Maybe even bisexual. But like, I don't know. She's just so cool. Pip, are we allowed back here? Also, she is also wearing this type of outfit, which also adds to her aesthetic and everything, and of course, and all that. But it's also like a fancy establishment where rich people come, and rich people tend to uphold the patriarchy and the quote-unquote normalcy that people are meant to establish. Like, of course she sticks out like a sore thumb here. In one instance where she doesn't really care necessarily to be here and eat food here, but the idea of like buddying up or like making herself known to these strangers who uphold that, like, that's kind of what I mean. Don't you think it's strange no employees came to see us, Miss Choi? Surely there must be someone back here we can speak to. How about those two over there? For the last time, I tire of this uncooperative attitude, monsieur. I must insist on this indulgence. Your authority over the kitchen be damned. Unbelievable. One must protect their... My, how fortuitous. It seems my point has just been proven. Taking in the sights now, are we? Oh, are you talking to me? Well, I certainly wasn't asking the masterful monsieur, was I? Can't imagine he's so much of anything with that get-up. Out now. Oh, he speaks at last? But to evict our new friends so soon after making an acquaintance? No, that wouldn't do. Couldn't have people saying, Tom Katz who doesn't understand hospitality. I have a better idea. I'll allow yours truly to play host today. We can all give the monsieur a reprieve. After all, I'm sure he's got a lot on his hands, being so short-staffed and all. Shall we? Now, should we start off with drinks, or an appetizer perhaps? Actually, we had a few questions. Yeah, can we see the menu first? What you've got on tap? Miss Choi, please stay focused. Oh, come on, Pip. It's way past lunchtime already. But be that as it may, we're on the clock. We don't take any lunch breaks. We'll have to have a rain check, unfortunately. I understand. Strictly business for Choi and Pip, was it? A crying shame. The Monsieur Sazeracs are to die for. Could you tell us more about the chef? I can't help but notice you interrupted the conversation. Do you know him well? Monsieur Mackenzie Deroni, proprietor of this fine establishment. A culinary genius. There's no question. Perhaps the finest Loop has ever seen. Criminally underrated. I'll be more honest, I was more interested in his curious choice of kitchenware. Oh, glad I'm not the only one trying to answer that mystery. Before we do, question the eccentricities of an artist. What does that say? What does that say? Oh, I can't spell. Did I already guess I was good and right? Jesus, I hate everything. Alright, how do I pronounce this?
À chacun son goût.
À chacun son goût. With a talent like that, the Monsieur could get away with slicing and dicing au naturel. The public health might disagree. Miss Choi, would you mind translating? Seriously, Pip? Naked. Means you can toss the salads or whatever, butt naked. I'd be with public health on that one then. On the contrary. I would love it if you cook naked. Mr. Katsui, Mr. Katsumi, how refreshingly formal. Oh, or do you prefer an alternative form of address? Not at all, not at all. I'll take a Mr. over a Tommy any day. I'll, keep that in mind. He's so silly for that. I love him. As I was saying, what exactly is the nature of your employment, Mr. Katsu? I gathered from your conversation earlier that you two do not typically work in this position. Work? In a kitchen? Never in my life! This little exchanges are fun, but consider it a favor, nothing more. Especially I prefer to occupy myself with the finances of an establishment more so than its clientele. So you normally handle the cash register? In a manner of speaking, one could even say I handle something on the order of 200 such cash registers. That's a lot of cash. Naturally, I wouldn't be invested if I wasn't. Though between you and me, le petit déjeuner mort is hardly the most lucrative of the bunch. There's no accounting for taste, after all. You're quite familiar with the restaurant, I take it? Familiar enough, I'd say. And you're here quite often? Often enough, I'd say. Oh, just cut to the chase already. Pardon? Oh, Miss Choi means this. Would you happen to know anything about the event that took place here 2 nights ago? 2 nights ago? That would have been Sunday, March 1st. I believe there was an exclusive arrangement that night, yes. What sort of arrangement? I did say it was exclusive, didn't I? The sort where if you have to ask, you won't be finding out. We'll see about that. Alright, I believe I've humored you long enough. Huh? Now it's time for you to humor me. Let's state the facts so far. First, you eavesdrop on my private conversation with the good monsieur, who, as I'm sure you can guess, values his privacy. Oh, we didn't mean to. Second, you clearly have no intent on placing any orders, ruling out patronage as a motive for your presence this afternoon. Hey, that's not fair, Third, despite an apparently clueless demeanor, you're aware of this distinctly private event 2 nights prior. I'd say we have at least a couple more clues than that. Pippin Choi, if those even are your real names, the jig is up. Culinary espionage is the only explanation. What? Watch me. You think we're spies? Feigning ignorance will earn you no favors. I assure you the Monsieur will be getting a full briefing on the underhanded attempts at I assure you the Monsieur will be getting a full Oh my god. I assure you the Monsieur will be getting a full briefing on your underhanded attempts at subterfuge this instant. We just wanted to ask some questions. Don't expect to even extract even one iota of useful intellectual property from his already muffled muzzle. That's really not good day! Boy, he sure stormed off in a huff. Yeah, we didn't even learn anything about the murder. I thought we'd established a rapper. Did we really seem suspicious, Miss Choi? Well, next time I don't have to cough up the cash for a couple of Sazazaraks. I'd rather not start searching for clues at the bottom of a bottle. Let's go back in the kitchen! Strange, I expected Mr. Katz to be ready to block our ingress. Wanna start snooping around then? I was actually hoping to clear up the misunderstanding. Snooping would do the opposite. Oh, come on, what's the worst that could happen? Can't accuse us of being spies twice. Double jeopardy or whatever. There are worse crimes than espionage to be accused of. But I suppose we should take advantage of the opportunity to investigate. Yeah, sorry if I flashbang sometimes. I'm just trying to alt-tab to my... thing that lets me know how to pronounce the French. The Trelator. So I might sometimes flashback with my PNG tuber, which is my bad. I am just too sporadic. The kitchen counter is lined with various tools of tasty trade. I'm no culinary expert, but I recognize the coffee maker, a variety of utensils, and a large stew pot. I am sure each of you has been used to prepare water. Oh, I dropped my water. Okay, I didn't open it yet. And now to my second bottle of water that I already drank a little bit of last night because it's my bedside water. Yeah, so far my voice has been feeling pretty good. I think it really was just Melissa's voice. Maybe the judge too. I was trying to be like old with the judge, but like it's really hard, and I keep like switching the ninvies to be honest. Flash him on screen again. But by accident, I'm trying to do my own voices, obviously. Oh, some characters are just kind of naturally similar because they're like that's their vibe, obviously. Like, can't just deny the vibe. You have to go with the vibe. If you don't go with the vibe, then you die. Anyway. Oh, excuse me. Pip? What the heck was that sound? Apologies, Miss Choi. I believe that was my stomach. You're telling me that came from your tiny body? Guilty as charged. That's why we shouldn't skip lunch. It's a large, multi-tiered oven with metal racks. Looks like it's seen a lot of use. It's tanked with a thick layer of mottled grease. I sure wouldn't want to be in charge of cleaning something like that. Fair, I suppose. That door looks quite obvious for a humble kitchen. Looks like it's held fast as well. Staff must not want prying eyes poking around. Which means there must be something back there worth poking. Are you able to go there? No, okay. There's something else. Whoa, wait, what was that? Oh, I thought it was like a black smear on like the bottom like screen here. What am I missing? What am I missing? What? Pip! Ah, Miss Choi, please don't shout like that. You startled me. Check out what I found on the floor. This damaged set of eyewear? It's evidence. It's gotta be. May very well be right, Miss Choi. What does it say on here? They've seen better. I've seen better days. Yeah, I've seen better days. But since we are snooping, as you so eloquently put it, we should be keeping our excitement a little more contained, lest we draw unnecessary attention. We wouldn't want. Excusez-moi. Yeah, he's here. Now that he's named, I can finally say this. Because Mackenzie Deroni. Toronto is not far. Toronto's not far. I'm coming for you. Toronto's not far. I love him so much. You'll see why. I love him. I love him. I'm sure Mr. Kaz would probably have some words about us. And they may be reinforced by insistence on exploring your fine kitchen, but I promise we are not covert agents or anything of that sort. My name is Pippin, please, and I'm an attorney. I'd even be happy to provide proof to that effect. We're just here to follow up on some information from one of our clients, that's all. Hold on, I probably should find a way to muffle my voice since his voice is muffled. Okay. This plushie will do. I just want to see if I can pick it up on the mic real quick. I also noticed that I might be picking like a little bit. I'm probably gonna like try to edit that when next time. I'll tap like a couple times, and because I don't have a 2-screen setup, by the way. I'm doing this purely from like on one screen, so just trying to Alt tab and see. Like, I don't want to hurt anybody's ears, obviously, and I think I might have peeked a couple times. Not like a bad peek. I'm not like distorting peek. I don't think. At least I don't think so. I guess I'll see later. But yeah. Anyway. I cannot for cats who's rambling. Well, I just muted myself.
Ah, that's good to hear. I was wondering he'd give you the wrong idea. After all, he didn't give much of an opportunity to correct the miscommunication.
I'll grab a different plushie, because that one's gonna right against my microphone.
Now that that's been cleared up, would you mind letting us take a look around?
I cannot for your rambling either.
Oh. I don't mean to be rude, but why are you wearing your hat like that?
It is professional attire.
Yes, I can see that it's a chef's hat, but they usually don't cover someone's whole face. Someone might read into it and think you have something to hide.
It is not about obscuring my face from the world. It is the opposite.
It's about obscuring the world?
Wait,
Isn't that dangerous? What if you're handling hot food or sharp utensils? I don't know if I trust my abilities not to be impaired in an outfit like that.
it is farming crops. I am not blind. For example, La Moufette behind is currently making a rude gesture.
Just checking? You probably think this is a silly question, but what do you do here exactly?
Didn't that other guy tell us already? Said the chef owns the place.
Right, but I was hoping to hear it from the man himself, Miss Choi.
Wait,
Thank you for the succinct confirmation. Not only are you the proprietor, but I imagine as a chef, you also set the menu, correct?
I think I just got a notif. Oh yeah, it did. It's fine. I should probably silence that. You're probably gonna get like Discord notifications while I play. I realize. Volume mixer. I'm gonna silence these. You're perfect. There we go. Oi. Wait.
On top of that, I have reason to believe you've hosted or at least organized events on the premises as well. Is that right?
Wait.
And specifically, you hosted one such event on Sunday, March 1st?
Wait.
Now we're getting somewhere. And you'll be willing to tell us more about the event itself?
No.
Certainly right for getting my hopes up. Excuse me, but my assistant found these on the premises. Do you happen to know the owner?
Monsieur, this is not a lonesome sound.
I'm aware, but I was wondering if the owner was one of your guests?
I do not recognize them.
Are you certain? They're quite distinct.
Oui.
Well, it couldn't hurt to ask.
Here is his gory photos.
Could you take a look at this photo for a moment?
How macabre.
Yes, it is. Is there anything you recognize in this photo? Perhaps something one might typically find in your kitchen?
You are referring to Lakoto?
Ah, so you do recognize it. I must ask, is this one of your kitchen knives?
I don't know how to pronounce that. Hold your horses.
Peut être.
Peut-être.
Okay.
Peut être.
I did not mean to do that again. What? Let's go talk. Many of them look like this.
He's got a point, Pip.
I suppose.
Mackenzie, Zeroni, please. 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 Speed, I need this. Speed, I need this. Mackenzie Deroni, Toronto is not far. Pip, why are you just standing there?
Never mind.
Actually, I could probably show this.
Excuse me, do you recognize this list?
I prefer not to read or write at work.
Huh? That's a very strange and impractical restriction to impose upon yourself. Well, maybe not as strange as this man seems to employ.
My assistant. He will read or take dictation.
Your assistant? Do you mean Mr. Katsu?
No.
Oh, could you tell us who you're referring to then? I don't believe we've seen any other employees today.
No.
I guess that settles that. Excuse me, but I'd like to ask you about this device. Would you happen to know the owner? We'd like to return it.
Mon Dieu.
Oh, right, this is not. This is already like the same.
Oh. Then they will return for their device.
Are you certain? You may not even have realized they lost it.
Then they may not.
Ah, that was no help at all. Excuse me, but I'd like to ask you about this device. Would you happen to know how it works?
Monsieur, this is trash. It is garbage.
I know that, but does it look familiar to you? I believe it may be connected to your establishment.
That may be true, but I confess, disposal in my kitchen. I do not know where it leads, except it is yet to more trash. It is yet to more trash.
Disposal? So you do use a chute like this to dispose of trash then?
We now cease this talk of garbage. This man,
Yes?
his kind, are not allowed in my restaurant.
Hey, that's blatant discrimination. You can't get away with that, right, Pip? Miss Choi is absolutely right. You simply cannot reserve service to canine citizens.
Dogs are permitted, but not les policiers.
Oh,
Is that illegal? Not that I want to serve them either, but can you actually do that?
I think the better question is who you'd call if someone broke that rule.
You can just, like, get your own security. Hire some of your own. And then they can deal with the police if you're uncomfortable dealing with the police. I think we'll probably stop here. And get a move on. Alright, more water. I feel the blood.
I must admit, spending so much time here is doing no wonders for my empty stomach.
Well, if you just slow down, we could grab a bite to eat.
No can do, Miss Choi. Got a job. Ouch! Hey, watch where you again.
You again!
Oh, please, don't pretend you don't know Marzipan. It makes you look so hopelessly desperate, darling. Yes, the Marzipan. Now, if you don't mind, I'm in a bit of a hurry. About that. Miss Pan, it just so happens that we found this mobile device earlier today. We're looking for the owner. Oh, give that back, thief! Criminal! As I was saying, we meant to return it. Don't expect a reward. How about a ransom instead? Miss Choi, we will of course be returning the phone with no strings attached. Oh, excuse me. Oh my god. Finally! I've been trying to find this all day. I'm flying out this afternoon, you see. Thank Lady Luck I'm not leaving my phone in some wannabe metropolis like Toronto. You could be thanking the two of us, Miss Pan. Psst, Pip. Check it out, I sent myself a copy of those pics in case we need them later. Yeah. A somewhat concerning but useful breach of privacy, Miss Choi. Pip, it's social media. It's all online anyway. Would you mind telling me a bit about yourself, Miss Pan? I'm sure you know everything there's to say already, but since you asked, you're looking at the award-winning food columnist for the New York Times, Marcy Pan herself. There's not a single restaurant worth its salt and spice that hasn't been featured in my column, critically panned. Oh wait, maybe I have heard of you. Ha ha, I told you, yeah, you're that chick who did all those old egg vids for Buzzard Feed, right? And what are you supposed to be? Some sort of destitute door-to-door sales duo? Sales? Why, not at all. I'm a defense lawyer, ma'am. Speaking of the autism. Crazy segue. But like this. Like, Pippin just takes so many things just so, not as an insult. He's just like, oh yeah, we're not the sales outdoorsmen, we're defense lawyers. He's not like, oh yeah, you're clearly insulting us. No, oh, you must have been confused, we're defense lawyers. Of course. Oh, I love him. I love him. And Miss Choi here is my assistant. Oh, that's even worse. There's nothing more distasteful is more than a rat with a law degree. I'm actually a mouse, Miss Pan. Literally right here. 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 You are you? As if it makes a difference. Smelly rodents by other names, as the saying goes. I must be unfamiliar with that one. If I may ask, how did you lose your phone, Miss Pan? You may not. Oh, okay. Miss Pan, if you'll humor me for a moment, am I correct in assuming you lost your phone on Sunday? The same night a party took place at this establishment? Party? I think you'll find it was a strictly professional arrangement. You wouldn't catch me wagging my beak with losers like the Pois sisters or that catsuit creep if it wasn't. Honestly, receiving a personal invitation used to mean something, but what can you expect this far north? Now, if you'll kindly excuse me, I have a flight to prepare for. And also, I'm bored with you. You're boring. See you never, luck willing. Well, what a needlessly rude farewell. She's quite a strange character, wouldn't you say, Miss Choi? Pip, what is it gonna take to take? What? Words. Pip, what is it gonna take to get you to cuss someone out? Let that chick call you a thief, insult you to your face, and literally step on you. Twice! She certainly wasn't pleasant to interact with, but that's no reason to resort to foul language, Miss Choi. And after all, she was looking for her missing phone. I imagine you would be similarly short in such a situation. Right. The phone she didn't even thank us for finding. I won't disagree with you there, Miss Choi. Where did the chef go? Who cares? Quick, now's our chance to dig through any dirty laundry's got hidden around here. I sure hope he doesn't keep any dirty laundry in his kitchen. That again. I'm sorry. Not again. He's autistic. Oh, Your Honor. Your Honor, he's autistic. He's autistic coded. That door looks quite ominous for a humble kitchen. Miss Choi, was this door unlocked when we last came through here? Beats me. Perhaps we should investigate further. Wowee. It's dark down here. Pip, are you still there? Yes, right behind you, Miss Choi. Okay. I think maybe if I pull this. Aha, the way is lit. Well, more lit than before, I suppose. Come on, let's keep going before that bozo with the fancy toque gets back. Alright, lead the way, Miss Choi. Pip, I think you're gonna want to see this. What on earth were you looking at, Miss Choi? Your guess is as good as mine. But look, there's some sort of funky control panel down here. And a watcher in my tummy. Now I say we start poking things until we find out. I don't like the look of those compartments spanning the far wall. What kind of machinery could a kitchen basement possibly need that looks like that? A large horizontal slot embedded in the back of the wall of the room. About 2 meters across and 1 meter high. There's a distinct fresh smell coming from this one, like clean laundry. Interesting. There's so many peculiar knobs. This one's label says somatics? You should twist it to 11 and see what happens. I know not fondle any unusual knobs, Miss Choi. Coward. So many strange knobs. So I have a label that says Neko? You should twist it to 11 and see what happens. I'd rather not fondle any mysterious knobs, Miss Choi. Coward. Not the big one. So many strange knobs. One is labeled Unparticulars? You should twist it to 11 and see what happens. I'd rather not fondle any queer knobs, Miss Choi. There we go. I said that very strongly. Okay, for context. When I first played this game, I didn't realize that those adjectives like had a chance to change. And and I was like kind of speed reading through this. Like you can kind of tell it's repeated for the most part, repeated dialogue for the most part. First one I saw was the queer one. And I sped through it, but then my brain like caught up to itself and was like, wait. That said queer. And as a queer, I have to go and like double check on this. So I kept on going through it. And the RNG was not in my favor. Either queer is very rare, which makes sense because it's funny. Or I just have the most rotten luck ever when it comes to funny things happening. And I finally got it after like 5 minutes of like fandangling like these knobs, fondling them. Okay. Well, then. There's a large circular panel covered with glass here. It looks like there may be a light bulb behind it, but it's currently unlit. Pip, this is taking too long. That chef could catch us down here any minute. You must be careful, Miss Choi. We have no idea what this device does. Screw that. We came here to poke around and it's time to poke. But Miss Choi, wait. Nothing happened. Well, at least nothing broke. Let's try one more thing. Wait. Did that... Miss Choi, what did you do? I don't know. Hurry, fix it, Pip. Fix it? I can't do that any more than you can. Oh, God.
Well, actually, hey, stop that!
Uh-huh?
Out of the way before it's too late!
Oh, where'd he come from? I don't know. But if he knows how this thing works, I'd rather not interrupt whatever he's doing.
Well, just one more. What's wrong with you? Didn't you see the warning light?
I assume that was the big yellow flashing one?
Obviously, you could have gotten us all killed.
Killed?
I swear, you finally came and add some safety features and people just go and ignore all of your hard work. Isn't the truck driver doctor mad?
Uh-oh.
But I guess it's all fixed now, though. Sorry about that. Who are you anyway? I'm Dr. Panada, or Marcus if you're not customers.
Pippin, please?
Actually, you are customers, right? Mackenzie said I'm supposed to help customers upstairs. We're not upstairs right now, so how can I help?
Oh, you're not kicking us out?
Should I be? Actually, would that be helpful?
No, it wouldn't be helpful at all. Yes, in fact, we were hoping you could help answer some questions.
Oh, actually, sure, I'd be happy to.
You said you work here? Well, what is it you do exactly? Are you waitstaff or a sous chef for Mr. Daroni?
Actually, a chef? Do I look like a chef to you? No, I'm a molecular biologist.
A biologist?
Actually, that's right. I used to teach and run a sizable research group out at Waterloo. Before the ethics board got their pencils in a twist about it, that is.
But I'm confused. Why would a restaurant play a doctor like that? Oh, I've heard of this. This guy must do molecular gastronomy. Molecular gastronomy? It's a fancy name for artsy-fartsy food science. Stuff like infusing eggs with booze, or flavored gases, or super freezing your veggies instead of cooking them. Miriam Moira did a whole month-long special series about it on Bon Appetit. And a Patreon-exclusive follow-up where Miri live-logged the hospital trip after she got frostbite on her tongue. That must be what he does here at Le Petit Déjeuner Mort.
Actually, it's fascinating. It's a novel experience to have people talk right in front of you as if you're not even there. I'm far more used to people doing that behind my back.
So you work with the chef on these scientific snacks?
Well, sort of. Mackenzie prefers to work alone. I just work on the ingredients, he handles everything else.
What sort of ingredients would those be?
That's a secret. Actually, I think I can find someone else to publish me.
Since you work here, could you tell me more about Le Petit Déjeuner Mort?
Well, actually, Le Petit ego trip to Mackenzie, more like... It's all very interesting to work on, but nobody wants to eat at a place with a stupid name like that.
Stupid name?
Déjeuner. Give me a break. Scientifically proven that 2-syllable titles are more linguistically appealing than 3. People want cafes, bistros, and delis. It's gotta be catchy, snappy, and the third word with 2 syllables. I said he should call the place navel glazing, but he didn't like that idea one bit. Maybe because we aren't glazing your navel?
I was more interested in the restaurant itself rather than its nom de plume. I'm gonna make sure to like American accent on those because it's Pippin saying it, even though he's Canadian. But whatever.
Mr. Panada, that's Dr. Panada.
Oh, my apologies, Dr. Panada.
Dr. Marcus Panada, actually.
Dr. Marcus Panada.
Sir Dr. Marcus Panada.
Are you a knight as well as a doctor?
No, but I was on a roll.
As I was saying, Dr. Marcus Panada, might I ask you about your whereabouts on Sunday?
Oh, sad. Oh. Mackenzie told me to take the day off, to think of it as an obligatory vacation. I worked on a personal project instead, testing the effects of temperature on fungal growth. I just got some new pink bulbs for the heat lamps. Very cozy.
Were you home alone, or is there anyone who could confirm that?
Oh, what is this, a peer review?
But yes, my roommate was there too, shout at me about the mold samples I've been keeping in the kitchen sink. And the landlord stopped by to try and tour the place to new tenants. They also shouted about me about the mold in the sink. I don't know why would a landlord like use like a apartment that's like currently being occupied as like a tour. That's kind of weird. I guess maybe they're just like out of a lot of places, I guess. And they weren't finished like renovating the old one, the one that's left. So I guess I'm guessing, I don't know. That's kind of weird to me. And actually, Mackenzie could confirm it himself, of course. All in all, it wasn't a very good vacation. Poor thing. The chef can confirm your alibi? Wasn't he at the restaurant on Sunday? Well, let me give you some advice, little man. A little man? Never work with a perfectionist. They just don't know how to delegate. You know, look at this. Can you believe it? What is it? Looks like some garbage. Is this a box for a light bulb? Exactly! First I pulled an all-nighter, getting things ready for the big day. I even untangled the wires, fixed the controls, and swapped in a fresh set of bulbs. So you were at the restaurant on Sunday? Let me finish. Then, Mackenzie showed up in the morning and ordered me to scram. Not fair. I've done nothing but help, but I don't even get it to be a primary source. Okay, so the chef can confirm your whereabouts, but only that morning? I'm not done. And finally, that very evening, the big guy comes knocking on my door with his tail between his legs, asking for help anyway, interrupting my day off. Some bosses have no boundaries. Right. I didn't wait any opportunity for I told you so, but it's still a slap in the face. So you went with him to work at the restaurant on Sunday after all? No, he just got confused by the safety light that day. Turns out I got my bulbs mixed up and accidentally used one for my mold experiment. These aren't for heat lamps at all, see? Delicious. I explained the mistake and gave him the right one so he could fix it. With that cleared up, he insisted I stay home. So he claimed not to need help with anything else. I'm just like him. I see. That's very helpful, Dr. Panada. It is? You're welcome. Pip, should we ask about something like the murder? That's what I've been trying to do, Miss Choi. Murder? No, there's no murder. That's the whole point. Hmm? What do you mean? Oh, I threw away my plushie. Hold on. Panada, whoa, hold on. What even was the voice I gave him? And usually when I can see the character, then I can be like, ah, yeah, it's a voice. It's coming all back to me. Oh, my brain. Oh, it's so full of, you know, like I can't do that if I don't see him. Plus, I would love to see Mackenzie around you. Of course. Delicious water. Panada, what on earth is going on back here? I thought we agreed. Oh, you have. Yes. How very kind of you to help them out. Actually, it's no problem. I love to help. To help them outside. Oh, actually, you're right. Yeah, you two, let's go with me. Oh, sorry, I had some lunch earlier. What was it? I was eating mold. The corner. Well, you should really think about eating a salad. Oh, whatever, never mind that. Oh, yeah, let's be off now. Wait, but you heard the big guy. Q&A session is over. Actually, right this way, please. Zion. Surely it should be done over here by now, right? Surely Mr. Amos is done questioning Miss Miri by now, but her home still doesn't seem to be occupied at the moment. All I can make out is that depressing sack of damp blankets in the corner. Oh, Miss Miri! Mr. Pippin, are you finally gonna get me out of here? I wish it were that simple, Miss Mary. Now I can talk to her. Miss Mary, I want you to understand that my only intent in asking questions is to help you. I'm sure your sister's disappearance would be hard enough without being the primary suspect. I hate to make this ordeal any harder on you, but as my client, I trust that you are innocent. So for one last time, I'm going to ask you, can you please tell us what you were doing at the night of the murder? I still don't know where it all went wrong. It's true that on Sunday I was near the scene of the crime, but I wasn't lying when I testified. Except about getting takeout, but everything else was true. I spent the afternoon editing the podcast, ate dinner, and went to bed. I never saw Moira that night. And now I'll never see her again. You didn't get takeout, but you're not claiming to have stayed in for dinner either? Are you? No. I went out for a special event at a new restaurant on the Loop. The Dejeuner something or other. Did I pay Dejeuner more? Yes, that's the name. What exactly was so special about that event? That doesn't matter, Mr. Pippin. Before the trial, you said all I needed was an alibi, right? The other guys could fix that. You were all there until 9 p.m., so... Doesn't that prove I didn't kill Moira? I don't know if it's as straightforward as that, Miss Mary. But it's certainly better than nothing. Is there anything more? Excuse me, but what exactly are you still doing here? This is Sven. I'm interviewing my client, of course. Tisk. This is low, even for one of your stature. I hate to have to report this indiscretion to the authorities. Heck is that supposed to mean? We're just doing our job. Nonsense! By my count, visiting hours ended at least 7 minutes ago. The 7 minutes? That's all I'm willing to spare with you. That's hardly any time at all. We could try to wrap out soon, but surely a couple more minutes wouldn't hurt. Rules exist for a reason, my devious little pipsqueak. Imagine if we representatives of the court simply disregarded them as we pleased. Chaos! It would be chaos, I say. But no buts. And besides, it's just about time for the prisoner's dinner. Miss Poir, since I'm already present, allow me to escort you to the cafeteria. I don't have much of an appetite, actually. Nonetheless, we wouldn't want you getting lost. See you tomorrow, Mr. Please. Zam. Wowee, that guy sucks. Miss Choi, I appreciate your frustration, but please mind your tongue in the courthouse. Sorry, let me try that again. That guy sucks. My tongue courtly enough now. You know, it's not what- Ow! Hey, watch where you- Wait, have I seen you before? Oh. Stop stepping on my boss, I need him for paying me. Oh, now I remember. You're the adoring fan who took my phone. You mean who found your phone? Whatever. I should be infuriated with you since I ended up missing my flight window. But Marcy Pan never lets failure prevent her from soaring upwards. Why does that not surprise me? I'm afraid you're a tad early to steal a glimpse of my fabulous debut. Oh. Huh? Debut? As luck would have it, returning a few missed calls was all it took to turn this miserable situation around. That's right, you're talking to this tiny town's preeminent star witness. Witness? In fact, they've even scheduled me for an interview with the king, I think. It's a reference to his name. You still have those up here, right? Does that mean either way, I can't be seen mingling with the stinking rabble? Toodaloo! What? Stinking? But I didn't even spray! The first moment where I realized that she's meant to be a skunk. I legit thought she was like a cat for like super long, but now that I know it's like her fingers and like the tail and everything. She's too cool though. The freshness of her scent is the least of my concerns, Miss Choi. Without access to Miss Miri, I'm at a loss for how to proceed. What do you think we should do? Need to admit it, but I think Omeless made a good point. He did? About what exactly? It's past 5 PM already. Time to clog out and grab some grub. But see you later, boss. Huh. I suppose we'll just have to wait and see what tomorrow brings. For Miss Miri's sake, I hope you haven't bitten off more than we can chew. And that's where we're going to end it. Oh, back. So yeah, I am gonna have to end the session here. I have to make dinner, obviously. And this is going to be where the video will also end. And this last second video will be the one where I actually, last one will be when we do the trial.